Hey everyone, Dr. Zeo here again, and we have some good news that you've probably already seen at this point, but I'm still going to talk about it today because earlier this week, Hasbro, Netflix, and Entertainment Weekly gave us our first look at Cosmic Fury in action in the form of a few things actually. So they posted some shots of the Rangers in their civilian wear, and they also finally confirmed that Billy, aka David Yost, will be in Cosmic Fury. He was there for the entire shoot, so he'll be there from episode 1 all the way up to the conclusion in episode 10. And, drumroll please, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury premieres exclusively on Netflix on September 29th, 2023. That's a year to the day that Dino Fury Season 2 premiered. So, yeah, that is really, really nice. In addition to getting to see David Yost with the cast in their Cosmic Fury outfits, we also got the theme song for Cosmic Fury. Now, as we noted beforehand, the Cosmic Fury theme song did not have Go-Go Power Rangers in it, and they were true to their word. It doesn't have Go-Go Power Rangers in it. It's a really good theme song. Like I said in my Dino Fury, episode 1 review, I wasn't really that fond of the Dino Fury theme. Like, I didn't really feel like I could bump it in the car, but it was okay, right? Otherwise, Bert Sellen's tracks kill it. Cosmic Fury, though, that song has been on repeat in my apartment for hours, for days at this point, really. I love this song. I love it, love it, love it. But let's go ahead and talk about a few more things, specifically about the theme sequence itself, because there was a lot that actually happened there in that theme sequence. So, first off, we don't actually see the Cosmic Fury suits except out of one quick snippet of them, and this leads us to believe that they're of course they're going to have multiple opening sequences for Cosmic Fury, and it seems like for this first opening sequence they're going to stick with the Dino Fury suits for the most part, in addition to Zato in his Ghost Ranger outfit, so that you don't really get any spoilers. And then once they switch over to the Cosmic Fury suits, that's when we'll go ahead and switch over to the suits in the opening theme. But primarily, the opening theme just showed the Rangers fighting against Lord Zedd and his new henchmen, and it also showed Lord Zedd, his new base, and some of his new henchmen. Now, one thing I do want to point out there is that Lord Zedd, his base is on Eltar itself. So, assuming that we actually go to his base, this will be the first time in the series history that we've seen Eltar on film. Now, we've seen Eltar in the comics, but we've never actually seen it in the TV show proper. So this will be very, very exciting. Beyond that, I do want to read a few things here before we actually go into what we saw in the opening sequence. I mainly just want to talk about the premise of of Cosmic Fury, as well as the little blurb they talked about of David Yost section here. So, from the press release itself, the premise says Lord Zedd has escaped, and this time his rampage extends to the farthest reaches of space. The Rangers need to find new Zords and new powers to face Zedd's latest threat, and they won't do so alone. Joined by some familiar faces, they'll discover the power of the cosmic orbs and become the Cosmic Fury Rangers, armed with new uniforms, new weapons, and an entirely new fleet of Zords. Go Power Rangers. And then for Billy's description, it goes on to say, in the beginning of Season 30, Billy, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Blue Triceratops Ranger, joins the Dino Fury Rangers in fighting back against the gravest threat the universe has known. Ever the tech genius and master of logic, Billy's help is crucial to the Rangers in their battle against Lord Zedd. Billy's expertise shines as the team rallies to fend off both the galactic invasion and the potential undoing of all the good that came from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team. So that's interesting. If maybe it implies that Billy's the one who creates the Cosmic Fury powers. Maybe he creates the suits themselves, but not necessarily the Zords. And I say that because when you're looking there in the opening theme, we might as well talk about the opening theme at this point. When you're looking in the opening theme itself, there's a shot of them, of the Rangers and the Zords, of Amelia, Izzy, I think it's Javi, and then Billy. And they're all the Cosmic Fury Zords with the new Cosmic Fury cockpits, are kind of reminiscent of the Q Rangers single-person cockpits with the Q Thomas symbol in the back. Except for Ion. It's Ion, not Javi, who's in the cockpit. And instead of having the whatever the Q Ranger Gold Ranger's Kyutama was. Instead, he has a shark, and Bill and those Rangers, they're all in their appropriate Zord cockpits, except they're in their Dino Fury outfits instead of their Cosmic Fury outfits. Emilia's even in the Red Scorpion Zord instead of whatever pink Zord that Q Ranger may or may not have, which is interesting because it does make me think, well, okay, so they get their Zords in like what, the first 1 or 2 episodes, and then they get their Cosmic Fury powers. Like, how exactly is this supposed to all work out? I think that's going to be interesting to see all that kind of play out. But we also do see Billy himself piloting the Wolf Zord and not Ollie, which is interesting. And I do want to delve into some rumors / spoiler territory at this point, so I'll put it like a little timestamp to skip to if you want to skip this section. But basically, we've heard rumors that Ollie is supposed to become evil during Cosmic Fury. How they're going to differentiate this from Ollie becoming evil through Lord Zedd's spell in Dino Fury Season 2 is beyond me, but it's going to be interesting to see, and I hope it's executed well, because having him become evil twice in a row is weird. But basically, rumor has it that Ollie's supposed to become evil, and if Billy takes his place, that's going to be interesting. Now, we also have seen 3 different outfits from Ollie himself. There's his outfit in the opening sequence, there's his outfit in the civilian shots, the press release shots, and there's also an outfit in the video for the July Cosmic Fury update that I posted last month, or earlier this month, where Kai Moya took a picture of himself, or a video of himself behind the scenes with a leather jacket and like a turtleneck-ish blue thing underneath it and some dark glasses. At the time, we weren't too sure if that was from Dino Fury or from Cosmic Fury, but we can see here in the press shots, he's wearing a leather jacket, and it's the same leather jacket he's wearing in that video that Kai Moya posted. So we can assume that maybe the civilian shots from when he's good versus the video he posted was when he's bad Ollie for whatever reason, but that's going to be interesting to see. And one more thing leading credence to this rumor is the fact that all the Rangers that we see in the opening theme for Cosmic Fury, they all reused their Dino Fury poses, so when they're turning around and smiling at the camera. Whereas Ollie is the only one who filmed a new opening sequence or a new opening pose. And that's just him turning around, looking directly at the camera. He's not smiling. He looks very sad, angry, maybe a neutral expression. So maybe they do that to differentiate himself from the others, kind of help lay the groundwork or lay the seeds for him becoming evil later on this season. But we'll go ahead and we'll see about that. But beyond that, there's a lot of other interesting things to talk about in that opening sequence. So we see primarily the Rangers fighting Lord Zedd and his cronies on maybe Eltar or wherever they're having this fight at. And we see Billy fighting what appears to be Lord Zedd. Billy's in his Mighty Morphin Power Rangers outfit. And if we pause the frame during like that first bit of his fight, we can see Billy's Triceratops lance clashing with what appears to be Lord Zedd's staff, and you can see kind of a hint of Lord Zedd's claws right next to David Yost's head. Additionally, throughout the opening sequence, we can also see Zato fighting as the Ghost Ranger, and more interestingly enough, we can also see in Javi's sequence 2 things. One, we can see he has his robotic arm, but that's showing him with his robotic arm in the Dino Fury outfit, not the Cosmic Fury outfit, which leads us to believe that maybe something happens within those first 2 episodes where something happens to his arm. He has to get maybe a whole new arm or some sort of robotic augmentations or cybernetic augmentations, and then they go back out in the Dino Fury suits before getting the Cosmic Fury suits for whatever reason. We also see a frame of him holding Master Red's staff. For what reason, we don't know. What happened with the Morphin Masters? Why isn't Master Red holding his staff himself? Again, we don't know, but maybe Javi uses the Master Red staff, and that's what causes his arm to get injured. Maybe it's just too much power for the Dino Fury suits to take, or maybe it's too much power for a human being to take. Who knows? Again, who knows? So this also shows off some of Lord Zedd's foot soldiers, as well as a little bit of a snippet of his base. So we get a look at Lord Zedd's foot soldiers. And as I mentioned there in a previous Cosmic Fury monthly update, there was a shot that Simon posted of his own collection, so to speak, of props from the show, where it showed a helmet that's reminiscent of Lord Zedd himself. It's clearly taken from the design iconography of Lord Zedd's helmet. And at the time I speculated that maybe it's for his foot soldiers or maybe it's for his generals. Turns out that is for his foot soldiers. Now, it does seem like Lord Zedd's original footage foot soldiers do come in two classes. You have the different colors, again, kind of reminiscent of the Dark Rangers. And then we also have the specific Red Ranger-esque foot soldiers, which seem to be more of like guardsmen to Lord Zedd, or the higher up in his ranks, because we also see them in the opening sequence standing next to Lord Zedd while he's on his throne, seemingly acting as the guardsmen and protecting their master. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see if that actually is how it's supposed to be. Additionally, we also see some of the foot soldiers from Q Ranger. More specifically, I think they're called the the Suyo Invaders from Q Ranger. So not only do we have Lord Zedd's original foot soldiers, but we also bring in some Q Ranger foot soldiers as well that the Rangers are going to have to do battle against. Going on from that, we also see some Q Ranger villain called Ikargan. And then we also see two more squid-like Power Rangers original villains. We initially figured, okay, maybe that's just the same villain with different faces, kind of reminiscent of Cosmo Real from Ninja Steel. But turns out Simon Bennett cleared this up. He said that those are actually two distinct villains themselves. So that'll be interesting to see exactly who they are, what their role plays into this whole thing, and how Lord Zedd came about to recruit them. If they decide to kind of go into that kind of depth. Maybe that's Jennifer Onyewu's role, or maybe she comes in later on to help out Lord Zedd or play some role in Cosmic Fury. Again, as I've said before, I'm very excited to see how Jennifer Onyewu plays into all of this, because I'm excited to see another dark-skinned black woman in Power Rangers. Again, we haven't had a dark-skinned black woman in Power Rangers since Time Force with Katie, so whether she's in a voice role or she has an on-screen presence, I'm just excited to have her involved in production. And the last thing to note about the opening sequence is that it does feature Fern. So as we know, previous rumors stated that Fern's going to become the Orange Ranger, and again, this does lead further credence to that. You know, I showed you my Cosmic Fury Morpher unboxing that had Fern's voice in it as the orange Q, or when you switch over to the orange powers, it has Fern's actress saying it's a morphin time, giving her key eyes. We can hear her Zord. So again, this is just leading further credence to the rumors that she's going to become the Orange Ranger. And of course, I'm excited about that. I am very, very excited about that. And I can't wait to see, you know, what her reasoning is for being in space and how she comes along to join the crew. It does seem like she might be wearing some Ravkonian garbs. Maybe she's hanging out with the Ravkonians on Earth, and she gets word that the Rangers need their help, and she jettisons off into space somehow. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see exactly how Fern becomes involved in all this mess. And as I mentioned before, I really do hope to see Izzy kind of give some pushback against this, you know, against Fern being involved, because story-wise, it would be weird for them not to give any pushback, or for Izzy specifically not to give any pushback, because in Dino Fury, the Rangers are getting their asses whooped by Lord Zedd without his staff and with his staff. So to have an entirely new person join the Ranger team, even with Cosmic Fury powers, and immediately go into the fight against Lord Zedd, his new cronies, and all that kind of stuff, it would be weird if nobody initially objects to the idea. But who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much everything. They also released a poster of Cosmic Fury, similar to the poster we had before Dino Fury's premiere, and it looks fantastic. It absolutely looks fantastic. I'm working on printing that out and getting it hung up here for the background, but yeah, it looks absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, that's really all we have for today's video. There's a lot to go over, but yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Do you like the theme song? What do y'all think about it? About the opening sequence? Do y'all have any theories about what's going on? Let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, as always, I'm Dr. Zio. Whether you're watching this on YouTube or you're listening to this on your favorite podcatcher, I do appreciate y'all. I would also like it if you liked the video, rated the audio, shared it however you can, and comment if you can as well, because that does help with the YouTube algorithm and the algorithm on various other podcatchers, and just helps me bring more information, gets me more opportunities to bring you all information. But otherwise, again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Cosmic Fury premieres exclusively on Netflix on September 29th. So, of course, I'm going to be reviewing it. I cannot wait. So, please look forward to that. Otherwise, again, thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Zio, and I will see you all in the next one. Ciao.